When it comes to money, some people are always talking about it and others actually have it. Money doesn't care who you are or what your goals in life are. You either have the cash or you don't. You're either making money or spending it. Most people don't realize it, but money has a life of its own. It obeys certain laws and fundamentals that control the formation and flow of capital. Today, we're about to give you a crash course on how money works by learning 13 rules of money that will change how you look at your life and your approach to building wealth. Let's get started. Number 1. Money is a good slave, but a bad master. Money can be a great asset if you can manage it properly. However, if you let debt pile up and control your life, it can become an oppressive master. As an unfortunate example, maybe you hate your job and desperately want to quit. But because you have rent and a car loan to pay, you can't afford to take a pay cut to do something you'd enjoy better. The reality is that we often feel like modern-day slaves. Debt can become a tool of freedom or oppression depending on how it's used. The more debt you take on, the closer you will become to being completely enslaved by it. Borrowing money is like exchanging your freedom for a hefty price tag. Your life becomes no longer yours, but rather in the hands of those who loaned you the money. If you found yourself in that situation, it's time to break free. Spend your precious hours on activities that can pay you back. That way money won't own you. You will own the money. Don't let money be the boss of you. Take control of your own financial destiny and make sure your money is working hard for you, growing, and keeping you safe. Number 2. Stretch your arm no further than your sleeve will reach. Spending money you haven't earned is the fastest way to stay broke. Most people remain poor because they borrow money to buy unnecessary items that they cannot afford. So if you're looking to gain wealth, you have to stop spending money you don't have. Everyone has an opinion on who's to blame because it's a lot easier to be a victim. You can blame the media or point your finger at the educational system saying you should have been taught these things in school. But the truth is, we all need to take responsibility and learn how to make sensible choices. Otherwise, you'll keep getting duped by shiny products and false promises of instant happiness. People often buy things they don't need, which puts them in a vicious cycle of debt. They are always trying to keep up with their current expenses, so there's no time or money left for planning ahead and making real progress. This is why it is so important to live below your means. If you spend less than you make, you will always be ahead. Number 3. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. Here's the thing. When it comes to learning, we need to discuss the difference between acquiring knowledge and wasting time. Knowing all the backstories of the Marvel characters or how to speak Klingon isn't going to help you get ahead in life. Learning isn't just about memorizing facts. It's about discovering tools that can be applied in a meaningful way. The only winning you'll do when spending your time learning random facts is a $25 gift card to the restaurant that hosts your trivia night. If you want to get out of the mediocre rut you're in, it's time to start learning and creating your own opportunities. We've all been dealt different hands in life. Just make sure you step up to the challenge and build the ladder to climb your way to the top. So if you feel stuck in a situation and desperately need to find a way out, just look at what other people did to gain success. It's like learning how to build muscle. In the beginning, you hardly know what you're doing, and it feels like forever before you'll actually see progress. But after a few months, when you look at your old pictures, you see the growth. Put in the time and effort, and eventually you can make bank. Hard work leads to success. That's the key to any skill in life. If you're looking to make a positive change, then it's all about putting in the extra effort. Number 4. Don't think money does everything, or you are going to end up doing everything for money. It can be easy to get caught up in the idea that money will solve all your problems. But the reality is, when it comes to achieving success and having a balanced life, there's way more to life than just money. Money isn't the solution to all your problems. It'll come to you soon enough. Concentrate on what brings you joy and satisfaction instead. Chasing after money is a vicious cycle. If you don't have it, chances are that's because you're running recklessly on the hamster wheel on a road to nowhere. Everything that you do will be in pursuit of money, and you will find yourself back where you started, doing something you hate when the effort would be better spent in pursuit of your passions, the people you love, and the values that drive you. In other words, be wary of putting the cart before the horse. Step out of your comfort zone and showcase what you can do so that people will actually pay for the solutions you bring. The more skilled and experienced you become, the more people are willing to pay for what you can offer. If you want to make money, the golden rule is to create value. Making yourself valuable in today's world will ensure you make as much money as possible. It's just that simple. Number 5. Money will show you who you really are. Money has the power to emphasize your true self. If you're already an awesome person, you'll become even more awesome. But if you have a bad attitude, well, then it'll probably make you an even bigger jerk. Money can be an eye-opener that helps people discover and bring out their hidden talents. Before you got rich, if you were a humble person who was generous, nothing will change now that you've made it. Money may not change you, but it will grant you access to more tools, toys, and resources that will help you move quickly and learn faster. It's like a superpower. It'll give you the confidence you need to be your authentic self without the fear of being deprived of financial security. Number 6. Time is money. Although money is often viewed as a major barrier when it comes to starting a business, time can actually be more valuable than money. Unfortunately, many folks don't realize this from the get-go, and it's what holds them back. When it comes to business, there are 2 resources to success: time or money. If you don't have money, then you still have a valuable resource, your time. And it's likely you've got an abundance of time you're throwing away. The earlier you start building a business, the sooner you can cash out. But even if you feel like you're behind, don't worry. It only takes 5 to 7 years to build a successful business. But you need to really put in the work if you want to see growth. It's so easy to make excuses, and we see this all the time. Maybe you don't have time to build a business, but somehow you magically have time to binge watch Netflix or lose thousands of hours in video games. If you're not making enough money, it's not because you can't, but rather because you're investing your time unwisely. Number 7. The only free cheese is in the mousetrap. Just like a delicious piece of cheese lures a famished mouse, money can be quite tempting with its potential to show you the world. Be careful not to get too wrapped up in its magical allure. It's a dangerous game. We all want to follow our dreams, but don't let that be an excuse for going broke. Once you give in, it's like opening the door to a money black hole. We've all seen it happen too many times with people who become millionaires overnight and then end up bankrupt and unhappy a short while later. Number 8. Money doesn't grow on trees unless you plant the right seeds. People may know this saying, and the meaning is obvious. Money isn't free, and you have to go out and work for it. But when it comes to growing a tree, like growing your wealth, you have to seek out opportunities and watch them grow. And then with time and the right attention and care, you can reap the rewards. Think about if you were to plant an apple seed. The cost of the seed is almost nothing. But as you tend to it and watch it grow, you eventually will get apples that you can enjoy for yourself and your family. But then consider what you can do with those apples. Maybe you can sell them or make pies or cider to make more of a profit. And then what if you start planting even more trees? You can see how a simple seed can significantly grow into something life-changing. Every person who's ever built anything knows this didn't happen overnight. The sooner you plant the seed and begin nurturing it, the sooner you can harvest the fruit of your labor. Number 9. The longer you're not taking action, the more money you're losing. Money hates being left to sit still, so it will either dwindle away or head to someone who knows how to use it properly. So money has always got to keep moving if you want to keep hold of it. Who knew that if you put $50,000 under your mattress, it would somehow shrink in value? After 10 years, you'll be lucky to have $30,000. Inflation is on the rise, meaning property costs and the cost of living are increasing. That's why you have to keep your money moving by investing in things that will make it grow over time. Number 10. A penny saved is a penny earned. It's astounding how many people ignore the basic rule of not maxing out their credit cards. A sizable number of people take this attitude and live life on their last dime, while an even larger group is never able to get ahead, no matter what they do. The first people have already been enslaved by their terrible spending habits, and the second ones are just a small crisis away from being completely broke. Your desire to spend mindlessly on whatever you want because you were having a bad day or just wanted to go out and have fun with the boys is what's preventing you from moving forward in life. Too many people get so obsessed with getting rich that they end up getting tangled in a web of bad debts. They let their ego and feelings rule their spending habits and are forced to pay back the debt with interest. Step away from the wallet. If you can't afford it now, it's unlikely that you'll be able to afford it with interest added. Even if budgeting isn't your thing, just understand that spending less or earning more is the only way you can spend and still have enough money left over. If you're living in the lap of luxury, make sure you've got enough money coming in and have built a financial cushion for yourself in case you get into a car crash tomorrow and can't work for the next 6 months. Number 11. He who doesn't risk never gets to drink champagne. As the saying goes, no pain, no gain. That's why it's so important to take risks and have a go at something if you want to get anywhere in life. In other words, if you don't put yourself out there, nothing will come of it. Taking risks is essential to achieving greatness. Nothing beats the feeling of conquering your fears, whether it's getting up on stage, launching a business, or taking an exam. You have to get out of your comfort zone if you want to grow. Life is all about taking risks, even if it means dealing with uncertainty. But for some of us, this feeling of not knowing the end result can be overwhelming and a little unnerving. Taking a risk to achieve a goal requires courage to face the fear of uncertainty. No matter the outcome, either way, you'll grow through the process and become more resilient and confident. Even better, honing those skills will help you take the plunge and boost your chances of achieving all your future goals. Number 12. Never marry for money, but marry where money is. Dating the wrong person can be an incredibly costly endeavor, and not just financially. They can hold you back, drag you down, and conspire to keep you from reaching your full potential. That being said, unless you've been in this situation before, it's hard to fully appreciate the economic and emotional drain a bad relationship can cause. Think about it. Have you ever been in a relationship where you're constantly fighting? It consumes your whole life. How can you possibly be productive when you are always on guard thinking of how you have to defend yourself or keep someone happy? Your partner can be your cheerleader and the one to help you soar in personal growth or chain you down to the ground. So it's important that you choose your partner wisely, someone who will join you on this wild ride we call life. It is crucial to your success and happiness that you have a life partner with you that's strong, reliable, and has the same motivation as yours. Number 13. Happiness is not in the mere possession of money. It lies in the joy of achievement, in the thrill of creative effort. People seem to think money will magically make them happy, but it won't. It can certainly make your life easier and solve a lot of annoying problems. If your car breaks down, no problem, you have the money to fix it. You're tired from a long day of work and don't feel like cooking. Easy, you can go out to eat. Your kids want to play on the football team. Money is there to the rescue. These are all money problems that can be easily solved. Money can afford a comfortable lifestyle, but don't think that just because you have the means, you can buy your way out of every problem. If you're poor, money issues will be the biggest challenge, but when those are overcome, you start to understand that money won't solve all of life's puzzles. It's up to you to put in the work to devote time to finding what makes you happy and overcoming all of your internal angst toward yourself or the world. There are other life skills that are just as important to build as learning how to make money. Want to turn your life around? Take advantage of these rules, and you'll start seeing great rewards in no time. Thank you for spending some time with us today at Financial Psychology. Please let us know your thoughts in the comments and make sure to subscribe so you never miss another video.